this is just awesome. Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your War Chef and another young budding chef, Anto Xavier. Where were you born?
I was born in Oman, Salalam.
Okay.
I was brought up there and then I moved to Chennai.
Chennai.
For my
What are you
plus
doing
one
right
plus
now?
two. Right now I'm doing BSc Hotel Management.
From?
SRM IHM.
Okay.
And then I met Chef Kanna. He took us to Sri Lanka. He gave us this wonderful opportunity at this particular age to go and explore the western side, the Southeast Asian side of the country where talent is brought more. So you can see how the level of standard is there apart from India and what level you must compete to win medals over there.
This young chef won culinary competition in Chef's Guild of Lanka. Okay, why don't you put this on and then...
Thank you, Chef.
Okay, that is nice. Good. Congratulations. You know, winning a competition, especially when you're college, that gives you confidence for life. This is kind of, you have to take this as a stepping stone, because in a cooking competition, you may win a medal, maybe once whenever you take part, but every day you have to win the medal from the heart of the people whom you serve the good food.
Yes, Chef.
So what are we doing today?
So today we are going to do a simple dish called pumpkin risotto and with roasted mushrooms. So basically what people always know about Italian cuisine is pasta, pasta, pasta. We can do something which is new, risotto, and which is easy to do compared to pastas. So basically we'll be sauteing garlic and mushrooms, and we'll be roasting arborio rice. So arborio rice is a rice which is containing high starch percentage, and it absorbs less water. We can't do the absorption method of cooking rice in this. We'll have to add ladle by ladle stock to it so it can absorb water. And this is high in fat, so 90% of fat. So if people are willing to go to the gym and work out, this is the best source for fat and proteins.
So let's start. Butter.
So we'll be taking finely chopped garlic, finely chopped onions. So you need finely chopped onions so that they become translucent and they dissolve in the risotto. So you don't need onions to have a bite when you are eating risotto. You only need the rice flavor. So once the onions and the garlic are cooked and translucent, we'll be adding the arborio rice. The arborio rice is being cooked in butter, onions and garlic. So not only arborio can be used for risotto, you have carbonoli and Vialoni Noir for making risotto. So this is just one variety of risotto rices.
So basically you kind of give that nice little bit aroma kick for the rice.
Yes.
So we do in a lot of cooking, even in Indian cooking, when we make this lot of pulavs and biryanis, we use this method using the raw rice and doing it. Yeah.
So it gives a more nutty flavor.
Yes.
So now this is roasted pumpkin puree with saffron in it. So you need to cook it and make a puree. So when you're sauteing it, the pumpkin will release its own juices. So you will have to blend it hot, because if you're going to blend the pumpkin puree when it's cold, it's going to form lumps. So when you do it hot, it's going to form a nice smooth puree.
Okay.
So now you'll be adding this. So this is going to give a nice deep yellow and the pumpkin flavor for a risotto.
And we add the stock?
Yes. Now we add ladle by ladle stock, because arborio is a less absorbent rice. It doesn't absorb more water like other normal rices. So we'll have to add little by little till it eventually evaporates.
So while this is getting cooked, you keep adding
Yes.
a sip of the syrup, and when it absorbs more, you add another sip of it.
It's a lengthy process, but in restaurants they use parboiled rice. So they shorten the window time for the guests' order.
So we'll wait for the rice risotto to get ready. In the meanwhile, we'll get ready for making the mushrooms. So now the risotto is getting cooked. We still need to add the corn and all that. But in the meanwhile, let's do the mushrooms.
So we'll be again starting off with butter. So basically in continental cooking, there's one major ingredient, and that's butter always. That provides more flavor. And again garlic. And some rosemary. So this is dried rosemary. It is not fresh. So add little because it's very strong. So you saute the garlic till it releases its oils out, and then you add mushrooms in it. So these are regular button mushrooms, and you can also use, if you get different kinds of mushrooms in your place, you can use, like you have chanterelles, wild mushrooms, enoki, portobello. So you can use this. These are just normal button mushrooms which we can easily source in our area.
After 20 minutes, finally we are getting this rice done. And what else we need to add in this?
Boiled corn.
Okay.
And some pumpkins, because it's a pumpkin based risotto. We'll be having sliced.
You want still to see this pumpkin bite, isn't it?
Then we will season it off with some salt and some white pepper. And then we'll add some cheese. So we'll be adding Parmesan cheese. Last, we'll be finishing it off with butter.
Now the risotto is ready and you have this mushroom ready.
Mushroom.
So this is what did we add in this?
So this is 10 grams of flour and 90 ml of water. So this is basically a two-wheel mixture. When you pour it in hot oil, the water is going to evaporate and the flour is going to set like a coral shape. It is basically a pan tuile.
So basically what we are doing is a nice garnish. It is made with flour and water. So 10 grams of all-purpose flour and then you add water to it and then you can add any color. This is basically a good garnish. A lot of times you see that coral kind of structures in a garnish. That is what we are trying to do now. Add a little bit of oil when it is nice and hot. Then just look at that. Pour it like this and the moisture evaporates and this comes out like a very thin crispy pancake like thing, like a papad or whatever, and then you're going to use this as a garnish. It will look good on a plate and the customer, 50% is eye appeal, we're going to achieve that. Entire moisture disappearing, then you will see this little magic. So look at this. Wow, isn't this beautiful? You will see it when it is arranged on a plate. So just let that cool down. Awesome saffron and pumpkin risotto is all ready. Couple of points what he mentioned. This is what we used to do when we were college students. Try and learn as much as information as possible. He talked about umami flavor from the mushroom sauteing. I keep telling so many times, there are certain food items which naturally have such taste giving things. That is like the tomatoes. Why? Because they've got naturally the flavoring salts what we find, and in the meats which is naturally present is also present in the mushrooms. So this one will give that awesome additional punch of flavor what we need for the risotto. Once you take a bite with the mushrooms and the risotto, you'll be tasting fantastic. That little bit of mushroom, everything. I'm going to get that. Very nice aroma and perfect. Why don't you take it? It's got all the nice flavors. This risottos have such an awesome aroma, especially because we added the cheese, we added the stock of the vegetables and the mushrooms, all of it make it excellent. Dear friends, keep cooking and congratulations.
Thank you very
all
much.
the best for your future. In the next few months, you'll also be a chef working in the hotel.
Thank you.
Under a lot of pressure. So far, you are enjoying your life, but once you get into the hotel, that is where the real journey begins. So congratulations and all the best for you. Keep cooking and enjoy great food. This is just awesome. Anto Xavier, congratulations.
Thank you.
Again, another student chef who is going to, in the world of chefs, be successful, work hard, and I wish you a very, very bright future. From SRM Institute of Hotel Management, congratulations, you and Saurabh Tikka.